this episode of Richo's Customs, we're putting a FATZ fabrication airbox into this HDJ79 series with a Safari Air Max snorkel. So let's get into it. So here's the FATZ box that comes with all the piping, filters, airbox and lines that you need to put in. And for this Land Cruiser, we'll be the second person to put this FATZ airbox on with the RMAX snorkel. So we're going to lose all the factory stuff, lose that pressure sensor, lose our old dodgy catch cans because it's crap and leaking oil everywhere down under the struts. So let's get into it. That is why we are removing it, because it just snapped off. So it clearly wasn't working very well, was it? That also means we have to finish this airbox today, because otherwise oil is just going to go everywhere. Well, everywhere more, because it already leaks. Look at that, it's out. Oily as too. It's actually pretty full, I reckon.
No, it doesn't hold all it.
Oh, that's right, because it goes everywhere. Now the catch can's out, we can start taking out the factory airbox so we can throw that into the bin. Now that the airbox is out and we're putting it in the bin pile, we're gonna mount up the new FATZ airbox. So we're gonna make sure that mounts up good. For putting the FATZ airbox in, you do have to move your forward fuel filter, and it just mounts up next to the other fuel filter behind it. So we're gonna do the fuel filters, stuff like that, and then mount up the airbox next. So this old fuel filter mount was separated from the other filler mount by just simply drilling out that spot weld, just to separate this, because this is in the way of that airbox. So we're just gonna get that out of the way, put the airbox in, and just do some test fitting. So we're just putting the airbox in and out a couple times just so we can work out landing positions as it picks up factory spots in the guard, the old fuel filter bracket, and then the other airbox bracket down there, that black one. So a bit of test fitting involved just to make sure everything works. The hardest part in this one will be connecting up the RMAX snorkel to the airbox, as it's pretty tight to fit and hard to get to, but other than that, looks pretty good so far. So the RMAX snorkel just touches the airbox, so we do have to just slightly get in there and just grind it or file it back just so it doesn't touch the airbox when it's mounted up. So we're going to take the airbox out, cut up the silicone fitting that goes between the snorkel and the airbox, and we'll mount that, and that'll be the trickiest part. Once that's done, we just got to route our piping into the airbox and then chuck your filter in and the top. So it shouldn't be too hard, but don't say that because sometimes it is a bit tricky. So we're just going to do that silicone fitting now. For the snorkel, we're just probably going to get the grinder in there so we can just make it flush so the airbox doesn't hit it, as you can see. So what we're going to use is this straightforward drill with a coral reef bit, so we can just get over to it like that and just vertically take it off down so it's nice and neat.
So that's nice and flush now. We're just going to clean up all the burrs on the edge so the silicone will go on easy.
All that packaging comes in these things in the bag, which makes everything nice and easy. You've got all the bolts and stuff that you need, and all the hose clamps for the hoses. So the hose clamp is on that pipe onto the Safari. So now airbox has got to go in, put that on, all the mounts, and then we can work out the turbo side intake. So let's get the airbox in. Airbox is in and all the mounts are done up tight, so we're just going to do it that last hose clamp that goes into the airbox. Then we can start routing our piping for the turbo intake. So let's get that done. We've cut up the first 90 degrees and then we've just got to test and a lot of fiddling around, but getting there slowly.
When cutting up and fitting silicone fittings, it's a great idea, as you saw, to use an angle grinder. Much cleaner cut and leaves you with more precise cutting, because scissors is really hard to hack up your silicone with. And another major thing when you're doing silicones, remember to take out your dirty old rags and socks that you shoved into your turbo, because you don't want to go to your startup and your turbo's just sucked in your favourite pair of undies. So make sure to take out your favourite pair of undies from your turbo to prevent any of that and excuses to get a new turbo.
So all the piping and all that is all done. Airbox is in, all the hose clamps are tightened, so now just got to rig up the catch can to the engine and then the intake pipe, oil the filter, put the filter in, put the top on, and then we are almost done. Sweet. So fuel filter is just mounted off the back of that, comes off the airbox. That all looks good and all that. Catch can's got to go back in so then we can run the lines to engine in the intake.
When fitting a catch can, it is very important at the location of your catch can, because A, you want to be able to get to it and drain the oil if your engine is putting a lot of oil through it, and 2, you don't want it hot right near the exhaust, and 3, you don't want it halfway to the back of the car. So you want to find a nice spot right up the back. We've just gone right next to the brake booster, which is out of the way and pretty close to the rocket cover where we need to join it up. So make sure you do all your lines up nice and tight so they won't fall off, and be sure to route them and cable tie them up out of the way if you need to. But this setup came out pretty good. Looks a hell of a lot better than the stupid red ones that they put in there, which just looked, the engine bay, so trash and just disgusting. So now that's all done up, we are learning how to clean and oil a Canon filter, because on the packet it says watch our YouTube. So we're both learning at the same time, where we just spray a bit of this oil to catch all the dust and particles when you're going forward driving trips. So let's get it.
Not as good as the plumber. Alright, about to put the lid on, and then the air bite. So that's the FATZ airbox into Matthew's HDJ 79 series with the RMAX snorkel. All up, it was pretty good, fitted all pretty well, and it looks amazing. As you can see, looks perfect, fits well, much better than the old red catch can lines that they had. That was really ugly. So we got to wait 20 minutes for the oil to dry on the filter, then we can take it for a blow up and see how the matte induction sounds with the hectic pod filter. So we're gonna wait 20 minutes and take it for a drive and see how it sounds. So
20 minutes later.
Oh, when did you get that done? Friday. Gauges are still sick. Let's go for a drive. Sounds good. So guys, that'll wrap up today's video on the FATZ fabrication airbox into my brother's HDJ 79 series. We just took it for a drive and straight up mad hectic turbo induction noises. Like that thing's whistling straight from the start. Like, oh, it sounds so good. Definitely increased throttle responsibility. Like you put the foot down, 100% builds boost way quicker and is a lot just more power in general, and sounds epic. That's the main thing, I guess. Would recommend the FATZ products. They are really good, and it was actually pretty simple. It's lunchtime, we're already done, and it's back in the shed. So yeah, it's a great product. If you like it, go hit up FATZ. They are good. Would recommend, and Aussie built, so that's what you want. So thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next time on Richo's Customs. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.